Okay, welcome to the stream. We're playing more Serious Sam at the moment. I do not remember being this far into the game. But I guess we are. Fuck. Because this is the most recent save, so... I guess this is what we're going to be doing. So welcome. Take a seat, enjoy yourself, and we'll do our best to try and deliver... Oh, fuck you. We'll just reload that. We'll do our best to try... Almost sounded like a Kiwi there for a second. To try and bring you a decent quality stream. No promises, as always. You see the speed with which this motherfucker is coming around the corner. And now look at all these... Holy shit. It's just skeletons coming out the arse at the moment. Like, really, this is a lot of skeletons. There's a fucking arachnoid up on the building there. Yeah, come at me. Come at me, fucker. Oh, what? How did that miss? Fuck you. Okay, I think we got them all. Can still hear an arachnoid squealing from somewhere on the map. There he is. Yeah, this part of the game is a massive pain in the ass. It's not very fun at all. Just because of the way they structure the waves, and they hide reptiloids and arachnoids in the most fucking annoying places. Can hear another one. Oh, that was a big one. I was wondering why it took so many bullets. That was a big one. Oh, and now another one's seen me. Oh, up there. And another one. I'm not sure how these are all spawning. I'm not sure what I did there to get them all to spawn. Standing still there was pretty dangerous, but I couldn't hear anything coming towards me, so I just took the chance. Oh, and there's this guy up here. Well, I don't like the way they sound like they're coming from behind me. I gave everyone ample stream warning. We still got no one here. Is he not able to snipe me from that far away? This is really weird. He didn't even try to shoot at me. I know this is real slow progress at the moment, but I'm afraid it's all we've got. Because the more we try to do at once, the easier it is to get completely fucking killed. Ow. When there's no fucking health pickups, we gotta save as much HP as possible. Fuck. Not sure how I missed that rocket. Seemed pretty dead on to me. Now the skeletons. Fucking hell. Fuck. Okay. Things are looking really, really bad at the moment, but I reckon we'll make it somehow. I just got this feeling that I think we're gonna be okay. Oh, fuck. Fuck. How am I missing those rockets? Okay. Oh, fuck off. Slow but steady is my fucking motto right now. I saw you spawn. I saw you fucking spawn there. Fucking hell. Took us a while to die, but we finally did. I feel better now. I feel like we had to get that out of our systems. Oh, fuck you. I was getting my shotgun out. You son of a bitch. Guess we just have to go to rocket territory straight away. the shotgun isn't quite working for us at the moment. Oh, what? There was one behind me? Fuck off, mate. Fuck off, mate. Seriously, what? You're gonna do this to me? You're gonna do this to me now? Hello. Ow. Senpai? That's pretty funny. Yeah, I've gotten way too fucking close here. Yeah, there was no way I was getting through that alive. Got to do it way slower than that. This part's just brutal. They won't give me any fucking health pickups. Ah, fuck you. Fuck. I don't know why I missed so many rockets there. I just got an achievement. I'm not sure what for. Killing myself? I don't know. Doesn't seem like such an achievement, considering it's pretty easy to do. Okay. We're getting closer. Oh, fuck off. That was some fucking expert skeleton killing right there. Fuck. That was hardcore. Did you see that jumping? Did you see those fucking jump dodges? Holy shit. Oh, this is just fucked up. You can't do that to me. It's not fair. You gotta give me health or armor or something before you start throwing everything at me at once. This fucking game drives me insane. Oh, another one. Jesus Christ. Oh no, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Oh, I missed. Oh, we got it. But I heard another skeleton. There it is. Running around like an asshole. Pick this shit up. It'll keep me alive for an extra couple of seconds. Okay, fuck. Oh, this was a massive mistake. Oh, that sounded like a major biomech to me. Yup, there it is. Nice. Oh, fucking hell. So I got home and I just started binge eating. Like, I went to the supermarket just around the corner from my place, and you've got to be shitting me with all these skeletons, mate. You've got to be shitting me. I went to the supermarket around the corner of the house, and yeah, I've since I got home, I've been a fat bastard. I've eaten Pocky, I ate a cake, I ate an apple pie, I'm drinking a bottle of Coke, and I ate a bag of Doritos. And I feel great. Like, I need to eat more and more and more. Like, I'm so skinny, it's like disgusting. But it's just like, everything here, like nothing is fatty here. Everything is just like really, really healthy. So you've got to go really out of your way to put weight on. Like, there's no fat people here, man. It's great. Is it vanilla? You mean the Coke? Nah. You don't get that shit here. Interestingly though, the only flavour of Fanta I can find is grape flavoured for some reason. They don't have just like standard Fanta. And other than that, that's all they've got. They've got Coke and grape Fanta. That's as far as American soft drinks go. You can't even buy a Mars bar here. That's like how fucking hard it is to find fatty shit. Like, they don't have any of that. You can buy like Japanese branded stuff, but it's just not as good, and the portions are so small. It's what I really miss about being back home, is just like being able to eat lots. Like, I just can't do it here. It's shit costs too much, and it doesn't come in big enough amounts. This is an interesting sort of a visage. If you look at these poles, you'll see that the colour of them is a little bit weird compared to the rest of the map. And that's actually because this level actually has two different versions. There's the version we're playing now, which only appears on serious mode, which is this sort of grey and like apocalyptic kind of look. Shadowy and grey and apocalyptic. But the true version of the game, which is played on all difficulties other than serious mode, is played in like the late afternoon, so it's all orange. And these poles have been coloured, because these poles aren't affected by shadows and by lighting. You'll see they've sort of got some baked on shadows there, but actual like true light sources do not affect these poles. So they just put in the version of the poles that you're likely to see on all playthroughs of the game, and just left them the wrong colour for serious mode. There's a bit of trivia for you that you probably never needed to know. And you'll notice something is a bit off when we go in statistics. And we've killed 375 enemies, but there's 1,093 in the fucking level. So we're not done quite yet, even though it's taken 43 minutes. And there's only one secret. 1,000 enemies with one secret. And you know where that secret is? It's here. Can you even see anything that remotely resembles a secret here? I'm fairly certain that in the actual version of the game, not in the Revolutions version, I'm pretty sure this is a lot easier to find. It's just a lot more obvious in the original version of the first encounter. But anyway, we blow it up with a rocket, and that happens. And we get a secret cannon. I'm just going to put my heater on because it's actually pretty chilly at the moment. I'm ready for the weather to get warm. I tell you what, since fucking November, October even, since probably late October, I've been freezing my ass off every fucking day. It's pissing me off and I just want it to be warm. I just want it to be warm. I really took warmth for granted in Australia. I tell you what, it's fucking freezing all the time here. It's about 5 degrees right now. Fucking cold. It's ridiculous how cold it is. November? I don't pronounce it like that. What are you talking about? Oh fuck, I didn't want to spawn these. Shit. Oh, this fucking grenade guy. Piss off with that shit, mate. Fuck. So I had to travel for work again today. Such a pain in the ass. I've only got to... Oh, fuck. More grenades. I've only got to do it again tomorrow, and then I'm done. And then I'm moving house. And because I'm moving, I'm not sure when I'm going to have internet, so I'm probably not going to be able to stream for a while or do much of anything, really. the fuck? Huh. I like it more when the game's like this, when everything's right in front of me, and I'm able to deal with this shit without it coming from behind me or spawning on my head or something retarded. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, I just jumped right into it. Oh. I want to save all the cannon ammo for later. Fuck, I forgot about that guy. There we go. So we'll just laser gun him as best we can, then we'll do this. Dope. Ah, I keep timing that wrong. Oh, and again. Fuck, now I'm in trouble. Ah! I'm one of those guys that isn't very impressed by the cannon. Like, it's just such a boring design. I hate looking at it. It looks so boring. That's what I hate about it. It's so boring to look at. I know you're there, you fucker. Eat that shit. I love the weird shape of this door. Isn't that a weird shape for a door? There's nothing to it. We're gonna have to cannon this guy. That got rid of the other guy. Oh no, it didn't. Where the fuck's he? I can't see him. There we go, we timed it right that time. Now we got a skeleton behind me. So now we got to use the minigun because our situation has become untenable. There's either a guy behind me or there isn't. I can't really tell. I guess there's not, because he would have killed me by now. But now we're going to run out of minigun ammo, so we're going to have to switch to the laser gun without taking too much time. There we go. Shit, now there's a couple behind me, so this is going to get a lot harder. Fuck. 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 Almost there. Oh man, my shotgun is all over the place. There we go. Oh. I don't consider anything. I don't consider anything after 2000 to be old. I don't know. It's just like that stuff. That stuff is still like new to me. There's a fucking guy tossing grenades here. I can't fucking see him. Oh, there he is. Jesus Christ. Thought he was really spewing those grenades out. Like he had a fucking like breath of grenades. Like he was just spitting them out. A breath of grenades? I don't know what I'm talking about. That ain't gonna hit. That first rocket ain't gonna hit. Yeah, it missed. Here we go. Okay, nice. Alright. Did anyone like Metal Gear Solid 2? Dunno, never played it. Oh, fuck off, mate. You have got to be kidding. There goes all my health and armor. Fuck you. What a cunt. Oh, Jesus. Oh, they're behind me as well. I never had a PS2 when I was a kid, so I never played any of the PS2 games, but of anything. Never played PS2 games. So yeah, I was missing out big time because for some reason, some retarded reason, I was a Nintendo kid. So I loved the 64. So we had a PS1 as well. We had a PS1 as well, but that was like my dad's thing. Like that was my dad's, like, and he used it to play his adult games, quote unquote. So yeah, as a kid I never played that sort of shit because I always thought like the PlayStation was like more of an adult system. So like all my friends are like playing shit like Silent Hill and whatever. And I'm like missing out because I never really played it. Like we had just what my dad liked, so we never got to play that sort of shit. But yeah, I did grow up with a few PS1 games, but then especially Crash Bandicoot, which I was like way into. Really loved, especially Crash Bandicoot 2 is pretty much flawless as far as platforming games are concerned. But yeah, I didn't really play very many PlayStation 1 games, and then when the PS2 came out, because I was a Nintendo whore, I actually bought a GameCube instead, which obviously turned out to be a terrible business decision for everyone involved, because as we all know, Nintendo started to really suck dicks when the GameCube came out. So I did play a lot of games that no one else gave a shit about on the GameCube. Fuck, I had the wrong gun out. But then later on we got an Xbox One. Not an Xbox One, but like, you know, the original Xbox. So, whoa, fuck. Shit. So we got Xbox later on, and that's when I played like co-op Halo and whatever, and I had Serious Sam as well. So I had this friend who is no longer with us. He got hit by a car and died about 7 years ago, but I used to stay up all night and all day playing Xbox games co-op with him, and that was some of the best times of my life. We played the shit out of Halo, especially Halo Legendary was like the shit. Like, we loved doing that. But yeah, we played a few other games co-op as well, but nothing ever reached the greatness of Halo. Our Halo sessions were something to absolutely revel in, and I also had the GTA games for Xbox as well. So we stayed up all night one night and completely 100%ed Vice City. So we played it for like 18 or 19 hours. We 100%ed it in that time, which was a lot of fun. And we also played Fable. He really loved Fable 1, of course, and we had a lot of fun with that. Back before wikis ruined everything, we used to try and find like different ways to fuck with your character and the like customization system, and we did some really weird shit. Like we stood our character in bodies of water for like hours at a time, like no shit, for hours at a time, to try and grow scales on the character, and lots of weird shit like that. We used to like stand in the cave to try and become a vampire. So those were simpler times. I think we were a bit older though. Might have been about 14 or 15, so we probably should have known better than that at that point, but that was still a lot of fun. And also making our character look like a sex pervert was also a lot of fun. Like trying to just get the most fucking perverted looking sex offender kind of character that we could was a lot of fun. But yeah, then sadly he died, so that was the end of our epic Xbox sessions. But I will always remember them. But where am I going with this story? Then, well, yeah. So yeah, basically, I never played the PS2. That is what I'm getting at. Like I think I've mentioned before, I did play Metal Gear Solid 1, but it was, well, that's, stories are what streams are for, really, if you think about it. You're not here to watch Serious Sam, are you? You're just here to fuck around and have a chat. So, well, that's what I do streams for. I mean, I could play Serious Sam whenever I fucking want. I don't need to stream it for the internet. In fact, I've already played it for this channel. The Fable games were great. I only played the first one, like I said, but it wasn't very good. It was kind of a shitty RPG, but it was a fun, like, action game, kind of. I'm trying to save all my minigun ammo, but I'm gonna have to just use it at this point. Didn't know they still made shit Eviscerator. Thought they got shut down years ago. Oh, didn't they advertise that thing at E3 a couple of years ago? Might have been last year. They advertised some stupid MMO RPG cartoon game at E3, I think. But yeah, I guess that didn't go anywhere. I reckon, like, most people, to pass this on serious mode, would need, like, the absolute utmost concentration. But seriously, everything is so automatic for me now, it's actually quite scary. Like, I'm not even thinking right now. Like, that's what I love about Serious Sam. Like, I've played it so much that my brain just knows what to do at the right times without me even having to think. Like, that jump there, I don't even think about the timing or whatever for that. I just do it. It's like muscle memory at this point. It's crazy. It's crazy how much my brain, like, the frequency of my brain has been tuned into Serious Sam. We're in trouble now, though, because I've run out of ammo, and they're still coming. Nah. Fable Legends on Windows 10 and Xbox One. It was going to be released soon, but they were shut down not long before release. Oh, so they were basically just a Fable machine. They weren't making anything new. Seriously, the grenade launcher is surprisingly effective. Like, when I was first playing this game, I always thought, like, the grenade launcher was the most useless weapon. But it is really, really fucking helpful in these sorts of situations. And I always wish, like, I had more ammo for it. I fucked up though, because I didn't pick up that ammo pack, and I didn't pick up the health or the armor either, so that was fucking retarded, so we're gonna have to do that again. I don't know why I didn't pick it up. I think I just got stuck, like, grenading. Alright, so now what I want to do is, to be able to save ammo, I want to use all of this, and then pick up the ammo pack. Fuck. All they've ever made is Fable. That's not true. Didn't they make Black and White, or was that Molyneux under a different studio alias? Because I know he was with what was it, Bullfrog, and then I thought he moved straight to Lionhead. Oh, can't remember, but. Throw a quick save there, so to speak. I know I'm running into the skeletons right now, and that's probably not going to come off. But if it does, I'm going to look like a fucking genius. But it's not, because I'm using a rocket launcher and they're really, really close. So this is a bit of a problem where I actually don't have any ammo for my automatic weapons. So I'm stuck using a rocket launcher. But, yeah, I don't know how we're going to get through this. Because the rocket launcher's too slow and they group up. So all I can do is I can one-shot a single clear with a direct hit from a rocket launcher. But that's not enough to keep them back. Especially like right there, if you attack with a rocket and it causes blast damage, it will actually catapult the skeleton closer to you. So it's actually even shittier to use the rocket launcher in this situation. Not sure I'd really call Fable an experience. Oh fuck, I fell in the hole. Jesus. Well, there is actually a way we can cheese this, because we're running out of room really, really fast. So what we can do is we can try and jump over the giant hole, and then leave them all on the other side. I'm pretty sure we also get a secret health if we do that. But, oh, I guess not, because there's only one secret in the level, but I seem to recall that being a thing. Ah, missed it. See, I'm not really sure how we're supposed to get through this short of actually using the cannon. Even then, I don't like our chances. Ah, fuck. Fuck, what's the button? What's the button for the grenade launcher? Fuck. Oh, it's... Oh, okay. Trying to quickly switch to the grenade launcher, the button didn't work. The way weapon switching with the number keys works in Serious Sam is a bit stupid. Like, you've got to press 5 twice to cycle between the rocket launcher and the grenade launcher, for instance. Even though they take up separate slots. They're not like Half-Life where all the weapons are grouped into slots. Like, in Serious Sam they all take their own slots, but you have to tap a button twice to get to the next one. It works in a pretty retarded way. And I've just sort of gotten used to it, but I forgot what the actual button was to get the rocket launcher / grenade launcher. And yeah, this is really, really fucking hard without any ammo, so I'm not really sure what we can do here to win. I'm really not sure. I'm gonna have to just spam the cannon. Oh, fuck. Take that. We fucking did it. Damn. Just a couple of cannonballs and we were all good. Oh, not more. Come on. That's sad, man, being stuck making the same game forever. That'd be shithouse. I'd hate to do that. I don't know why big companies sell themselves to publishers. Not big companies, game companies, I mean. I don't know why game companies would sell themselves to publishers these days. Like, obviously, it seems like a good idea at the time. Like, hey, we'll give you a studio to work in, we'll give you a bigger budget, and you can do whatever you like. Kind of a deal, but yeah, right, that's not true, is it? I hope you're like making the same game for 20 years. Not that Fable was that long. I think Fable only went for about 10 years, but still, it's fucking retarded, isn't it? Fable MOBA? I don't know what that means. Okay, that's all of them. The door is open. How many have we killed? That added another 400 to our tally. Now to go this way. Dota is an example of a MOBA. Yeah, I'm not getting it. What's MOBA mean? Multiplayer, online, babe attractor. Oh, here we go. Isn't MOBA an acronym? Doesn't it mean something? Or is it just a random assignment of letters? It's not like MMO. It doesn't like mean something. Here we go. Oh, great. First up, the kamikazes. And this is great because, fuck. Getting hit by 2 of these will completely destroy us, so... I like to use the single shotgun in this situation rather than the pistols. Because if you... fuck. Even though you can stun lock them with the pistols, the shotgun is an instant kill, and you don't have to reload the shotgun. You can just keep shooting it, so... I prefer the... fuck. Yeah. BA stands for Battle Arena. Oh, rightio. Okay. Fable Battle Arena? That sounds really fucking bad. So what we can try and do is use a combination of the pistols and the shotgun. Now the biggest issue with them coming from all directions like this is you can't really keep, oh, like that guy there, you can't really keep all of them in check at once. So some of them are going to get through. Now, if you're wearing earphones, you can try and prioritize who is closer by listening to what direction you think they're coming from through your earphones. But it's mostly just a lot of guesswork and good timing and good luck. They seem to be slowing down. Or maybe I'm just full of shit. Fuck, I missed! Fuck! Oh, we've been streaming an hour and we're still not out of this level yet. Fuck, I hate it so much. This is basically like the climax of the game, or it's like the small climax. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's sort of like this is where the game leads up to. This is the big battle in the middle of the game. Not that it's quite the middle. I think we're a bit further on than the middle. We're actually pretty close to the end. And if we were playing on normal mode, then I would have finished a while ago. I reckon if I were playing on normal, it would only take one stream to finish the game. It's not that long. But when playing serious mode, because I die 1,000 times, and that might be conservative, it takes a lot longer to finish. So the best way to get a shot on anything with the shotgun is to sort of strafe beside it and let your crosshair go over sideways rather than just being front on to what you're shooting at. I find that is a good strategy. Like, I'm employing it a lot now. I don't really know how to explain it because it's just one of those small things that you do. Fuck! Without even really thinking about. And that last guy got me. The very last fucking guy got me. I'm pretty sure now we're going to get a slew of wereballs. Or harpies. Harpies. It's fucking harpies. Alright. So this is going to be a pain in the ass as well. But because they all group together like retards, we should be able to get a few good rockets into them. And we get a bit of a soundtrack for this one for some reason. Well, this is ridiculous. I should probably get my minigun out earlier. Once they all get close like that, it becomes impossible to strafe them all. If we can knock as many as we can onto the ground, though, that will help. Because they're pretty much harmless when they're on the ground. The topic came to Dota because Eviscerator was trying to teach my stupid ass what MOBA meant. I'm still not completely sure. I don't even know what Dota is, to be honest. I hear the name a lot, but I don't think I've ever seen what it is. I thought it was like a strategy game. See what I mean about them being harmless when they're on the ground? Problem is, I ran out of ammo at the worst time. So now I'm really having trouble getting the ones that are still in the air before dying. Ah, that shit, we got so close there. Ah, fuck. Got no ammo for this shit. Driving me insane. I'm not sure Rareware was really 100% their fault. I mean, after Conker's Bad Fur Day flopped, Nintendo basically hung them out to dry and said, we're not renewing your contract. And Microsoft at the time were just entering the competition, so they wanted someone on their system who could sell software. So it made sense for them to ring up Rareware and say, like, look, we're going to buy you, make some games for us. It seemed like a win-win situation. Rareware get to stay alive, and Microsoft get a studio that will bring in some new customers to buy their shit. It seemed like a perfect decision, but of course, Halo unexpectedly exploded into a million parts, basically the entire game industry. So no one was expecting that. So yeah, Rareware became redundant in the end. They didn't choose to make anything. If you think that developers get to choose what they make, then you are dead wrong, my friend. If they're on a big publisher like Microsoft, then you basically are at the mercy of Microsoft's countless focus group testing that says basically what sells. And in the year, what was it, 2003, 2004, when they were first acquired, platformers were well and truly dead. So it made no business sense to make another Banjo-Kazooie game. And even then, I'm pretty sure that Nintendo would still hold the rights, at that time at least. Which is why Nuts and Bolts took a long time to come out. Took about 8 years for that game to come out after Banjo-Tooie, and I'm pretty sure that has something to do with copyright problems, licensing problems from Nintendo. There's no way a developer owns 100% of the copyright. Not a chance in hell. Publishers own copyrights. It's the same in music. Artists do not own the copyrights to their own songs. Record labels do. That's the point of having, like, video game publishers and record companies. That's the point of them, is that they finance your product, and in return, your product is theirs. That's how it works. That's the deal that you make. That's the contract you sign. Is you sign copyright to the publisher of the media. Same with it works the same way in film. Film studios own copyrights to movies. That's why you see so many remakes come out, even though, like, you know, half the cast or whatever of the movie or the director or whoever will basically not have any involvement. It's because it's not up to them. It's up to the film studio. If the film studio want to make that movie, then they make that movie without anyone's involvement. Even the original creator or the writer of the script doesn't need any input into that movie because he doesn't own it. Fuck. Fuck. They just had stock in the company? How does that work? I'm not sure that makes any sense. Nintendo published their games. It says so on the box. I'm not sure how you could legally publish someone's game if you just own stock in their company. You would have to own them in some capacity to be able to do that. There's no way you're telling me Rareware was an independent company, because Nintendo do not go anywhere near independent companies. Nintendo either own the company or they don't make the game. They don't publish the game unless Nintendo own you. That's like the whole reason that they blew off so many developers, is because if shit ain't getting made in-house at Nintendo, then they don't want anything to do with it. But at least that was their business model for a while there. So everything that came out on the 64 and the GameCube was more or less owned by Nintendo. And if it wasn't, as was the case with stuff like, say, Resi 4, which obviously Nintendo did not own Capcom, that was sort of a licensing deal. I'm not sure Nintendo were licensing Rareware to make games for them. Pretty sure they own them. Well, I want to make this Serious Sam talk, but no one's talking about Serious Sam. it can take more weavers, I guess. Oh no, a wall. There's a wall here. Fuck. Oh. I'm not sure how to record Skype and YouTube at the same time. Don't use OBS. What should I be using? How do you know I use OBS? Oh, the wall! The wall is here again. Fuck. Oh, don't you use OBS? Oh, I thought you said don't use OBS. I'm like, what? It can capture Windows. Yeah, I think it's just capturing my computer sound at the moment, I'm pretty sure. So if we were to Skype call, I'm pretty sure the voice would also come through the Windows sound, making it possible to do, I'm pretty sure. Oh, really? He kills me in the last 3 seconds. Oh. It could be a Steam call even. Can't you call people through Steam? Doesn't Steam have a a voice service? Oh fuck. I really want that armor, but it's not worth going to. I'm just gonna die. Oh fuck this shit. This has been going for almost an hour and a half. Not even the entire level. Why does this take so fucking long? Drives me fucking insane, seriously. The first encounter serious mode is just fucked. Yeah, all the other games are so easy, it's ridiculous. It's just this one, it's so fucking... Yeah, video feed, we don't need videos. We don't need any video happening. That's not necessary. The armor, the armor! Oh, we got it. But it wasn't worth it. We're gonna die. So now the door's open. Door's open. We gotta not die. Don't die. Little bit camera shy? Not really. There's just not really any reason to be on camera. I'm pretty sure my my webcam doesn't really work that great. But yeah, there's no real reason to be on camera. Like, if we're just talking about games and playing games, there's no real reason to see my head. But, I mean, we could try something like that. Where we just sort of talk over the game rather than through the chat. Because when the video gets uploaded to the channel, obviously when you re-watch it you can't see the chat, so it's really just sounds like me talking to myself. Took an hour and 11 minutes, but it took a lot longer than that if you count the deaths and the reloading. Took about 3 hours for that one level. Bullshit. And here's even more bullshit, because this level takes all your fucking weapons off you. So we're gonna have to do this just with a shotgun. Eviscerator kinda cut out for voiceover job. Fuck. What if I don't pick this up? Okay, shit turns out exactly the same. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's an interesting idea and I would like to do it. But obviously it means someone else would have to agree to it. It's not all my decision, obviously. Like, someone else would have to agree to be on the stream, to then be uploaded to the channel, and also they'd need to be, you know, able to say stuff. Intelligible yelling? What's intelligible yelling? Is that like, I'm really angry, I fucking hate this, ah? Oh no, ah would be unintelligible yelling. Intelligible yelling would be like being very clear and making a very obvious point while also being very angry. Okay, the guy that spawns behind, we should deal with. Fuck. We can sort of break this level a little bit by continually running backwards. Which... Fuck. Okay. If we run back far enough, then everything will spawn in front of us again. Which is the best situation. And if we keep everything at a distance, then we're fine. You hate this level of difficulty in the coding. Yeah, I mean, I think this game is coded really, really well. I mean, it takes a lot of trial and error to be able to get the weapons and the enemy balance right in an FPS. And Serious Sam almost nails it. Almost. Serious Sam 3 nails it more. It's been more well-tuned in Serious Sam 3, but the first and second encounter are pretty well balanced in terms of enemy strength, difficulty, attack patterns, that sort of thing. But I think... oh, you mean intelligible yelling? Oh, sorry. I thought we were talking about Serious Sam there for a second. I got excited. Talking is easier than typing? Yeah, definitely. Well, I know you're not feeling well now, so obviously we don't have to try anything tonight, but yeah, maybe in the future, if you didn't mind, we could call up or whatever, and you can tell me your grievances in person. And we can argue about things on the internet. My friend tried a gaming channel and failed miserably. Hey, I'm still failing. I've been doing this shit for... how long? 9 years. That's right. I've been doing this shit for 9 years, and I still only have 200 subs. And I'm pretty sure that that a quarter of my subs actually watch my videos. Maybe not even that, because that a quarter would be what, 50 people. So yeah, I'm not sure I get anywhere near 50 people watching my videos. If I upload a video, it gets like 1 view. So yeah, that's what. Not very many. Yeah, well, Oldie doesn't bother turning up to my streams anymore, so I'm a bit sad. I know. You don't have to rub it in. I know he had a lot of subs. I'm pretty jealous. What do you want me to say? If I had anywhere near that kind of subs, if I had anywhere near that kind of sub count, I would be a very, very happy person, honestly. I would just die with happiness. 'Cause I've spent 9 years talking to myself, man. That's how bad this shit's been. It's only since I've started streaming that I've had someone to regularly talk to. Before that, I had nothing. I was just talking to myself. I've now been, well, for the 4 years before that, I just uploaded sporadic videos of nothing and just stupid game shit, so I'm not surprised I didn't get very many subs from that. But I've been Let's Playing for 5 years now, man. 5 years. And I just get nothing. Absolutely no reward for effort. I think half of that comes down to having a horrible voice. Channel trailer. I made one of those a couple of years ago, but it didn't seem to do a lot of good for me. I've gotten an extra 60 subs since I started streaming. So that's probably the quickest subscriber growth that I've ever had. I was stuck on 40 for a while. 40 was like my magic number. I was stuck on 40 subs for about 3 years. It was great. Ow, fuck. Someone on Dota once told you you're the most annoying voice he has ever heard. Well, some people just don't like accents, man. That's what I got told, like, from this Canadian guy. He's like, he paid $1 a day to have it play on other people's videos. $1 a day? Fuck that. Fuck that, man. That's, what, $30 a month? Yeah, so anyway, yeah, I was told by this Canadian guy, like, your voice, your accent's really strong, man. I have no way. Like, it's hard for me to understand you when you talk. I'm like, dude, really? Like, this is a pretty upper class, like, Australian accent. Like, they don't get much easier to understand than this. Oh, hey, some guy turned up. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, Australians don't get much easier to understand than me, unfortunately. Like, this is pretty standard. I have like a newscaster voice, is what I like to call it. Because people on the news in Australia, it's kind of a weird thing, but the average Australian and the news Australian sound very, very different. People that read the news sound almost English, and the regular person is much more Australian sounding. So they teach you to change your accent when you read the news, and I have no idea why. You don't sound like Aussie, no offense. I know, yeah, that's what I'm kind of talking about, is like, I'm really, really, really low on the Australian accent scale. Like, I am pretty fucking un-Australian with the way I sound. Like, my pronunciation is there, but like the general cadence and intonation and like, I don't slur my speech as much, and I don't grumble or like speak really, really softly or speak only in questions like a lot of Australians do. And I'm not as nasal. I am when I sing. When I sing, I use a lot of nasal voice, but the average Australian male has quite a nasally kind of voice, and that's the one that everyone like pays out on, like, you know, stereotyping and shit. You know, the guy that sort of sounds like this, where he sort of talks up in his upper register a bit more, and like how he's all talking out his nose and everything. Yeah, I don't like this kind of accents, mate. Like, nah, but lots of people where I'm from all sound like this, you know. But, yeah, I don't sound like this. This is too much for me. This takes a lot of effort to try and sound like this. You know how they sound like that? Like, you meet a lot of people that sound like that. Like, it's not just a stereotype. Lots of people in the country sound like that, especially up north. And it's like the further inland you go, the more obnoxious sounding people are. So if you go inland, like the further you go inland, the stronger the accent gets. So I've only ever lived on the coast, so I was also born to English parents, so I have a really, really mild accent. Really, really mild. And I don't use as much of the slang that everyone else uses. I rate a solid 6 out of 10. I should do that more often for the future of the channel. Yeah, nah, mate, it'd get very annoying real quick, I reckon. It'd get really old really quickly. And I mean, it kind of hurts my throat a little bit trying to talk like this, you know. I'm even starting to lose it a little bit. It does make me laugh. It makes me laugh a lot to talk like that. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, for the future of the channel, I should speak like a stereotype. I actually, to be honest, about a year ago, I had some real, like, deep consideration as to, like, where the future of the channel was going. And I think at the time I'd just finished my Final Fantasy V and my GTA San Andreas LPs. Maybe Return to Castle Wolfenstein as well was the next one on the list. So I think before I did Return to Castle Wolfenstein with Commando 91, I was having a long thought a long think, I should say, about like what the channel should look like in the future. And I actually like ran a few ideas through my head about like sort of gimmick videos. Like I was going to do I came up with some really shitty ideas, but basically one of my ideas was to create a character and do an LP as a character rather than myself, because I think at that point I was getting pretty sick of myself and like obviously something's not working is what I thought. Like I looked at my channel and I knew that something isn't working, something's not getting through to people, something like people aren't connecting with what I'm doing. So obviously I'm boring, or I sound horrible, or like I'm not playing the right games, which is probably closer to the point. But yeah, you know, stuff like that. I was just running a whole lot of marketing ideas through my head, and the best idea I could come up with was to try and do LPs as a character, which I found to be a lot more entertaining than myself. But obviously that takes a lot more effort, because then you've got to do acting, and you've got to like sort of have a script or a guide with you, and that's a lot of work to do. I can't just wing it like I did with a lot of my videos. In fact, as far as like acting is concerned, probably if you've watched my San Andreas LP, which is probably one of my better video series, if you've watched that, you'll probably notice that how I act and how I speak in the San Andreas videos is a lot different to how I speak now, like during streams. When I talk during streams, that's how I talk in real life. I'm not acting now, this is just unfiltered me. But when I did the San Andreas videos, obviously I sound a lot different. The things I say are a lot different, and that's all acting. I figured like after I did the Fear 3 LP, like all of my LPs after Deus Ex, all of them are actually recorded in post. But I'll just let you in on a little trade secret here. But everything after Deus Ex, all of my videos weren't recorded live. The videos were recorded, and then I talked over them later while watching them again. So I would record the video, and then I would watch the video and record the audio over the video. So all of my reactions to things and everything I say during those videos is actually pre-thought out and pre-scripted. So all of that is actually acting. Sorry to burst the illusion there, but I am actually not as spontaneously funny as I appear to be in the San Andreas LP, which I think is actually pretty funny. I think I nailed San Andreas, and Vice City as well was also a really fun LP to do. But yeah, that's all acting. I acted all of that, so I knew everything that was coming up, so all of my surprised reactions to things are actually acted. And I even took a few takes, like when I thought I reacted to something badly, like something that didn't sound very convincing, I would re-record it in a different way that would sound more convincing, that someone would think it was live. And thinking about it now, like, it seems like a really stupid thing to do, is to then record everything in post and pretend it's live. But what I found was that when doing LPs live, you actually can't really think of anything to say. But if you know what's happening in the video, if you've already played the game and you know what's coming up next, you can sort of set jokes up. So you'll actually hear a lot of that, is you'll hear me set up a joke, and then like 15 minutes later something will happen as just like the payoff of that joke. and that's because I knew that was going to happen, so I was able to script my jokes out and make it sound like it was complete luck. And I know that sounds like I'm cheating. But I think it makes for better videos. Like, people don't really like post-commentated shit. They like stuff to be live because they like your reactions to be real and on the spot, and sort of how everything else, how everyone would react in the same situation, and they find it like relatable and funny. And the irony is that I actually scripted all of that, but like, not hard script, like I wasn't looking at a sheet of paper that had all my lines on it or anything, but like I knew I had a guide in my head of what I would say and when, and how I would react to something that would be funny. And I think, yeah, the problem with post-commentary though is that post-commentary leans itself to like very explanatory things, and it can be very, very boring. Like, I did a couple in obvious, like, post-commentary. I know I did Vampire Redemption and White Day as subtitled commentary, which was a lot of work. If you've watched the White Day videos on this channel, the actual editing that I had to do to get all the subtitles and all of the editing that I did with White Day took a lot longer than the actual game itself. I did a fuck ton of editing for White Day because I really wanted that to come out good. And I think it did. I think it did come out good, but the problem is no one watches it because they don't like subtitles. People don't like reading. The sort of people that watch video games just want to watch a guy yelling at shit. So that's why I scripted like the San Andreas videos and whatever, because I tried to make it more like how people would want to watch a video. I was trying to get people to like my videos, basically. So I was just sort of trying to appeal to what people liked, or what I thought people liked in LPs. So I was just experimenting with a lot of shit. But basically, when that didn't come off, and out of all my San Andreas videos, the one that has the most views is like called The Rape Shack or something, and that has like 5,000 views, or maybe it's one of the Vice City videos. One of the GTA videos has a shit ton of views for no reason other than I started putting like sexual things. Like, I started just putting titles that alluded to sex and like genitals and whatever. And for some reason that attracts people. Like, it's amazing that anything even remotely sexually related will get people to click on a video. So I've got like some videos in the series there have like 50 views, and then the ones with like sexual shit in the titles, they will have like 1,000 views, and it's really, really retarded. But that's just how things work. So I started doing that, which is really kind of shit, but it gets people to the channel. Probably not the sort of people you'd want to stay on the channel, but yeah. So anyway, after doing all that shit, after going through all that, I tried lots of different things. I tried tried faking like it's live, I tried subtitles, and I tried playing different types of games, like I played FF5 and, you know, Vampire Redemption. I was just trying to play different types of games, White Day, rather than my usual, like, just play shit that I really like. And then I also tried some blind playthroughs, like my playthrough of Fear 3. Fear 3 was also completely acted, which probably is a bit obvious because I went really overboard with Fear 3's commentary, where I'm just like yelling obscenities. Fear 3, yeah, was also completely... Oh, fuck, I'm dying. I stayed out too long in the desert, and they kill you for doing that. So I've actually got to go closer. But yeah, sorry to break that illusion as well. But Fear 3 was also completely scripted. But yeah, I don't take anything back from what I said about Fear 3. Definitely my emotions during Fear 3 were not scripted. My emotions were 100% real, but the way I spoke and what I talked about in the Fear 3 videos were completely scripted. But yeah, that's not, like, I'm not trying to cheat anyone by doing that. I just think it makes for a better experience. Even if you know it's not actually played live. And that's another thing with live LPs, is that you fuck up a lot when you're playing a game, and shit goes wrong, and you're not really able to edit or anything if you do live commentary. But if you do post commentary and pretend like it's live, you can actually edit shit a lot easier. So I did it to help with my editing as much as anything else as well. But yeah, it got to the point. It got to the point there. That noise was me unplugging my iPhone, by the way. I was just charging it up because I don't have much time to tomorrow. Now that I can unplug my USB cable, I actually have more freedom with where I move my mouse. So it should make playing this a little bit easier. Because before I was restricted with my mouse movement because of the USB cable hanging out my computer. But yeah, so it got to the point where a year ago I was thinking, like, let's make a character, and this is coming to the point of this entire story, which I've been talking about for about half an hour, is that one of the characters I thought I was going to do, I started recording. I use a Microsoft mouse, which is about 10 years old, and it's got a laser. It's a laser mouse. It's not like a it's not a ball mouse, so it's not that old. It is a laser mouse, but it is connected via a cable. So I do have a corded mouse, which is really inconvenient when you use a laptop because the cords get tangled. But I don't have to use batteries, so I prefer it for that reason. And also it doesn't break, which is also really great. But yeah, I don't know what kind of mouse it is. It just says Microsoft on it, which is pretty gross in itself. Oh, here we go. Microsoft Basic Optical Mouse version 2.0. USB PS2 compatible. That gives you an idea of how old it is. Doesn't have a date written on it. It also has random Korean written here as well, even though it was made in China. But yeah, so what the point I'm getting to is one of the, I think he means keyboard and mouse. One of the characters that I thought of, I was going to play Final Fantasy VI, and I was going to play the entirety of Final Fantasy VI in a character. And that one of the characters, read mouse model on HEV suit voice. Oh man. Microsoft Basic Optical Mouse version 2.0. USB PS2 compatible. I don't know how the intonation works on the HEV suit voice. Has a real weird intonation where it emphasizes the wrong parts of the words, kind of like the way the G-Man talks. But yeah, anyway, so what I'm trying to get to is that I was going to play Final Fantasy VI as like a really Australian guy, like a really like retarded Australian stereotype, but I ran out of slang terms to use, and the voice got really hard to do after a while. I started losing the voice during an episode, and I couldn't think of very many Australian slang shit to include in the videos, so it sort of lost its appeal during the first episode. And then I couldn't get Final Fantasy VI to record properly in the right resolution, so I had to scratch that completely, and I decided maybe instead to do Final Fantasy VII. And Final Fantasy VII was going okay, but then I couldn't think of anything like to do with the game. Like, it just wasn't working for me. It wasn't working for me, so I didn't go through with it in the end. I think I had other games as well that I wanted to do, but yeah, I never got around to doing that, and instead I decided to do another game with Commando 91, which was Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and I had a lot of fun doing that. I think we did pretty well. Our dual commentaries, I think, are pretty great, because he has this natural gift of being able to talk about anything. Like, I have a problem when I'm LPing, and that's like, I have nothing to say. Like, I often have like parts of videos where I have no idea what to say, and Commando isn't like that. He will just like fucking talk about anything forever, which is really great thing. It's like a really great talent to have when you're recording videos, because it means when I run out of something to say, he's always got something there. So, like, I can always fall back on him when I'm running out of things to say. So I really like our dual commentaries, and especially Soldier of Fortune with the death reels. Playing Soldier of Fortune on the highest difficulty was great. Had a lot of fun with that. We never got around to finishing Red Faction. I was thinking earlier today, actually, that I might even, like, speedrun Red Faction in a stream, because I reckon if I get 3 hours, if I can do a 3-hour stream, I can probably speedrun Red Faction in one sitting, which would be a lot of fun. Soph had some views. Yeah, I think I linked Soldier of Fortune somewhere, and it attracted a few people, but no one stayed. And I think Soldier of Fortune was back when I was trying to be like a hardcore LP guy, and so I was watching a lot of LPs on the LP archive and shit like that, and I was watching that, and I was watching some of the greatest LPs of all time and whatever, and I was watching those, and I was noticing like the amount of effort that they put in, like in the editing and the way they talked and everything. I was doing a lot of research trying to get the perfect like LP, so I tried to do a lot of editing. So the first couple of episodes of Soldier of Fortune are tried to be like in that style of like LP archive kind of stuff, where it's got a lot of editing and like acting again, and sort of like stories within a story and that sort of shit. Like, I experimented with a lot of shit at the start of the Soldier of Fortune LP before just deciding to make it a dual commentary thing. So if I had time to do Soldier of Fortune again, I would probably cut out all of the intros that I had at the start of some of the Soldier of Fortune videos. There's like this minute-long intro of people's limbs blowing off, set to my horrible music, which we could obviously do without. So if I had my time again, I would just have regular dual commentary videos and cut out all that experimenting shit. But I mean, you gotta learn these things before you know not to do them. So I learned a lot of shit early on with my LPs, like what to do, what not to do. And I never stopped experimenting with shit, but yeah, just trying to find that subscriber base. Like, trying to tap into a subscriber base, but I just don't know how to get them. So I've just been throwing shit at the wall, trying to get something that sticks. But I've never been able to do it, but... yeah, so... The Soldier of Fortune videos, if you can get past all that experimentation that I did early on, is a lot of fun, especially with the death reels, which are about... which are pretty funny because we played on the highest difficulty, and I think we both had a lot of fun during the Soldier of Fortune videos. Obviously, I don't expect you to have watched all of these videos that I'm talking about, but if you ever needed to sort of get an idea of what I'm talking about, you can always go and watch those videos. I know that most of you here only know me for my streams, but I have got 5 years of LPs behind me as well, so you can go try some of those if you like. But yeah, I am deathly boring in a lot of them. Yeah, FF5 is more of a walkthrough than anything else. It's not particularly enjoyable from like a comedic standpoint. I think it's decent as a walkthrough because I do sort of explain everything pretty well in FF5. But yeah, it's not a very entertaining video for someone who isn't interested in the series or FF5 as a game. They just want to listen to me talk or whatever. Then FF5 isn't a great series to watch. But yeah, with Commando we did Soldier of Fortune. We did the last couple of levels of Serious Sam, which is what I'm playing right now. This was the first LP I ever did 5 years ago, and I showed this because I knew Commando loved games, and I knew he loved YouTube. So I showed him one of my Serious Sam videos, and I said, dude, I'm looking for someone to talk with me on my videos because I think I'm too boring and I've sort of run out of ideas. Why don't you come talk to me on one of my videos? And so the last couple of Serious Sam videos, I got him to have a chat with me, and we're like, hey, this is pretty fun. So we did Soldier of Fortune, and then we tried to do Red Faction, but obviously we abandoned Red Faction halfway because he had some shit he had to do, so we never ended up finishing it, which a couple of my viewers were really disappointed about, which was a shame. So I'm thinking maybe we could actually finish it off, like I could speedrun the game in a stream at one point. And yeah, like I said, about 3 hours finish the game, just for closure's sake. And I do like it, Red Faction, but yeah, after that, we sort of took a break from dual commentary. We also opened up an alternate channel, which I never really told anyone about, and on that alternate channel we tried to copy, I don't know if any of you know the channel Retsupre, but I'm a big fan of them, and I have been for about 6 or 7 years now, and I watched every single video they did, and I really enjoyed the shtick, like where you find people's LPs and you pay them out while watching them. So we opened up a new channel and we tried doing a few of those, but we kept getting flagged for copyright, so we just gave up. But that was a lot of fun while we were doing that. But then yeah, we sort of gave up after Red Faction didn't go through. So then after a lot of time went by, about 3 or 4 years, I said to Commando again, I said, why don't we do another game? I'm thinking of doing Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Why don't we do another game? So that was actually the last LP that I did. But yeah, if you're looking for actual good videos, if you're looking for actual good videos to watch, I would say that my crowning achievement is probably Vice City. I know one of the Vice City videos has been done for music copyright. Like, I don't know, I think one of the songs got done for copyright, so one of the episodes isn't available. It's one of the early ones, I'm pretty sure, but Vice City is probably my best LP, in my opinion. But other than that, all of the ones I made in that sort of period were pretty good. Vice City, Blood 2, White Day, San Andreas. Those series are all pretty good, I think. I think FF5 is probably a bit boring. Return of Castle Wolfenstein's alright. I think we probably could have been a bit funnier. What do you mean by chapters? You mean the videos are too long, or? Oh, if you weren't a live watcher? Yeah, that's something that, like, I was worried about. I was worried that my videos were too long. I'd probably stay away from 2 hours Serious Sam stream. Yeah, but I mean, that's not something I can help. Because I stream for you guys, I don't stream for my subs, because I know I don't have any subs. If subs wanted to watch, then they can watch the stream live. But as for attracting new people to the channel, I've basically given up on that. Because I know it's not going to happen. So the best I can do is, like I did with you guys, is to try and get people to a stream and then get them to subscribe for more streams rather than more videos. But I know most of you probably came here from Final Fantasy VIII, and I did get a lot more views from Final Fantasy VIII than I have from any of the other streams that I've done. I think my max viewer count for FF8 was like 21 viewers or something. And I mean, every stream since then, since FF8 got killed prematurely because the disc doesn't work, we've only gotten a max of about 6 viewers, I think, has been the best I've been able to do. And I don't remember what game that was for. That was for whatever was after FF8. I think Unreal. I think Unreal at one point got like 7 viewers, but yeah, I don't know. We got a few for Resi 4 as well, but the only people that subbed after watching the Resi 4 streams were Japanese people, and obviously they don't give a shit about Serious Sam or Half-Life 2, so I haven't seen them come in any of these streams, so they've probably given up on me. Because, you know, like, I don't want to sound rude, but they're kind of scared off by English. So if you play a Japanese game in Japanese, they're more likely to come because, like, they understand the language of the game, so they can watch it and stuff. But when it's all in English and it's something like this is something the Japanese do not care about at all. Like, they just could not give a shit about old school FPS. Like, really. I was talking to a chick from work the other day, and she said she was really into games, and I'm like, oh, you're really into games? That's awesome. And I always hesitate, even in Australia, like, when someone says they're into games, it usually means that they like fucking COD and whatever. So, like, when I say something stupid like, my favorite game is Serious Sam: The Second Encounter. Like, if I say something like that, then most people are like, what the fuck? Are you gay? Like, you know, for some reason in Australia, everyone's first reaction to anything you say is, are you gay? No, I'm not. But, I mean, even if I was, I would still like Serious Sam, you know what I mean? Like, that's another thing. I don't think being gay or whatever, I don't think that would affect your taste in games. I really don't. Like, I just enjoy the speed and the challenge of it. So, even if I were a flaming homosexual and liked fucking dudes in the butt, I would still probably like playing Serious Sam. It's just a fact of life. Yeah, that's neither here nor there. So the story I'm trying to tell here is another story. Obviously, I've got a lot of them. And it's just lately I've had a lot of experiences that is kind of refreshing, because my whole life has been pretty devoid of experience. I've been a pretty boring person all my life, so it's good to actually have something to talk about, which is good. And I'll get to reading your chat messages in a sec, once I've done shoot these guys, and once I've done my train of thought here that I'm trying to get out. But basically, I was talking to this chick at work, and I really like her. I think she's pretty cool. She likes shit, and yeah, she was saying she likes games, and I'm like, oh no, here we go. She likes games. This is a bad conversation to be in. Like, when a chick says she likes games, especially like in Japan, like, you know shit's going down. So, aren't you already a flaming homo? I am, to be honest. I am at heart. Like, honestly, like, the thought of, like, watching guys fuck, and, like, the thought of guys fucking, and the thought of me fucking a guy, is really gross to me. Like, I'm not turned on or anything by that. Like, it's just kind of disgusting. So, I know I'm not gay, because of that, but I'm also not a homophobe. Like, I don't mind talking about that sort of stuff. It doesn't, like, make me embarrassed or anything. But yeah, I know I'm not gay, and I definitely like girls, but I don't feel like it's something I have to clarify. Like, if I say something like, oh, that guy's pretty attractive, like, I don't think finding people attractive is necessarily a sexuality thing. I think that's just, like, more a pleasing thing. Like, I'm generally pretty intimidated by good-looking guys, to be honest, because it makes me feel worse about myself. But yeah, anyway, that's all psychology. I would kiss you, mate, no homo, though. Like, you don't even need to say no homo. Like, you can just say, I would kiss you. It doesn't matter if you're gay or not. It really doesn't. But, I do... Even though I said I'm not a homophobe, like, those really flamboyant gays, like, those really, really insecure gays that, like, you know, the stereotype guys, like, the guys that act like gay stereotypes, not like Freddie Mercury type of gays that are, like, actually really manly but also gay. Like, they don't bother me as much, or at all, to be honest. They don't bother me at all. I mean, they can be gay all they like, I don't care. But what I really don't like, and it's this sort of, like, innate, I should say, kind of prejudice. Okay, the stream's back. Sorry about that. Yeah, the gays shut me down. The transsexuals shut me down. Yeah, I'm not sure. Innate stream crashing, is that where it crashed? Okay, so you didn't hear the bit after that. Basically, on my end, I know you're delayed, but on my end, I said I'm a really horrible person for saying this, but I hate transsexuals. And then the stream crashed. The PC police trying to get to me. But, yeah, I don't know, it's probably like an education thing, but I don't like transsexuals. I really don't like them. And I had a friend recently come out as transsexual, and I'm like, I didn't say. We're having some really big trouble with streaming at the moment. For some reason, the internet is just dying. So I don't know. But yeah, what I was saying is, recently had a friend come out as transsexual, and I didn't say anything to him about it. I just like shut up. But yeah, because he came out on Facebook, and I didn't want to say anything mean on Facebook, because as soon as you say something mean on Facebook, everyone just wants to kill you. So I know now, like, one of my friends, back when he was 19, announced he was getting married, and everyone's saying, like, congratulations, and I'm like, don't you think it's a bit soon to be getting married? Like, how long have you been seeing this girl? Like, I said something like that, and everyone wanted to beat me up after saying that. So I know now not to say anything controversial over Facebook, because Facebook is just a big place where everyone wants to suck each other off, and no one wants to say anything negative about anyone. Yeah, like, I just... So I bit my tongue, I didn't say anything about it, but secretly I'm just sort of... I don't know, it just sounds so horrible, but I'm just kind of repulsed by the idea, like, girls to be girls and guys to be guys, and I don't think that's not saying, like, all girls should be in the kitchen, make me a sandwich. Like, I'm not saying that. Like, I like that girls do shit, I like that guys do shit, and I don't care if guys like Hello Kitty or whatever, and girls like Serious Sam. Like, I don't care about that. I just care about the way they dress, and transsexuality doesn't make much sense to me. I don't understand it. It seems like a psychological illness to me. I know that's a horrible way to put it, but it, like, what I was thinking about my friend, like, he must have some really deep-rooted psychological issues, is what I was thinking. Like, because you don't just one day decide, oh, I'm a girl now. Like, what they say is that these people were always girls to begin with, and they were just born in a dude's body. Like, I don't buy that. That's fucking stupid. It's all psychological. You were born a dude. Whether you think you're a dude or not is a psychological problem. And if you don't think you're a dude, then when you look at your dick and you think you're not a dude, that's a psychological problem, because you're obviously a dude. That's just how I think about it. And I know that the PC police, they've already shut my stream down twice now. I know the PC police would fucking hate me saying that, but it's just how I feel about it. Like, I don't even care. I don't care if you like fucking dudes. I just don't want you to be a girl. I don't know. It's just something I feel really strongly about. And I don't even know why. I don't know why I'm like that. I just... You want to be fabulous? I can't stop you being fabulous, but... yeah, it's just something, something that irks me. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And I don't know why. Something about it really pisses me off. Yeah, and obviously, like, I don't need to know your opinion on these things. I'm just, like, speaking my mind about shit during a stream. Obviously, if someone doesn't want to hear me talk about how much I don't really agree with transsexualism, then they can just not watch my stream. But obviously I don't hate transsexuals, I'm not transphobic, I just don't agree with them, and I would rather that I didn't have to see or hear about them. That's just all. Like, I don't know. Like that Jenner guy, all the news, I'm not completely 100% on it, but the news about that Jenner guy turning into a girl, that pissed me off. Like, that's a publicity stunt. That's not a 65-year-old man thinking he's a woman all of a sudden. That is a publicity stunt. And it worked. Everyone ate it up. No, being flamboyant is kind of a personality thing. Yeah, anyway, I don't know how we got on this, I don't know how we got on this line of thought, but I was talking about this girl at work who likes games, right? Just to get back on topic. And she said, I really like games, and I'm like, oh, well, okay, that's cool. What sort of games do you like? And she says, like, Assassin's Creed. Have you heard of it? I'm like, oh, yeah, I've heard of that one. I've heard of that one. And those are the times that you can't say, like, I fucking hate Assassin's Creed. Why are there so many of them? They're really, like, Ubisoft are really destroying that series by just releasing shit after shit every year, and you fucking idiots keep eating it up. You commercialist, capitalist idiots, is what I was thinking in my head. But for some reason, I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, I didn't want to start an argument. Like, I was just playing it cool. Because for some reason, like, all of my decisions, and I know the PC police are going to attack me again for saying this, but all of my decisions about how I talk to someone is based on how fuckable I think they are. And obviously that doesn't also work for dudes, because I don't really want to fuck a dude. How I speak to dudes is usually more based on how much I respect them. Like, if I respect a dude, then I will treat them well. Like, I'll talk to them properly. But if I don't respect a dude, I will just fucking talk to them like they're an asshole. Yeah, so, like, but when I'm talking to girls, you don't start game arguments in real life, mate. Yeah, I know, that's why I held back. But also, if she was ugly, like, really, like, this is some feminist shit that I'm gonna get attacked for here, but if she were ugly, and if I didn't think she were fuckable, I would probably argue with her. I would probably argue. But because I think I have a chance, like, even though I have a girlfriend and I know I'm never gonna make a move on her, and if she ever made a move on me, I would probably tell her to back off. I still, like, my primitive brain still thinks that because she's a potential mate, I should not cause, like, relationship tension. Like, you need to keep that avenue open. And that's how I act to everyone, and it's really bad. Like, you should treat everyone with the same amount of respect. Like, really. But yes, dick beats mind. That is absolutely 100% correct. And I always thought, like, because it's really obvious. Like, I could be in a conversation with, like, two people, and, like, I'll be, like, really, really invested and, like, laughing and giving, like, telling jokes and being really friendly and outgoing to the fuckable chick. But then, if we're talking in a group of three, as soon as the ugly chick says something, I just say, that's nice. Like, I turn into a big asshole. It's amazing. Like, I hate it. And I never understood why. But, like, I slowly, like, I just realized that it's because I don't find the ugly chick as being a potential mate. So I don't want her in my social group. That's just how, like, that's how Neanderthals would have behaved, I reckon. Like, that's evolution, that's sexual selection. Still at play in the year 2016. Dictating whether I argue about video games or not. No offense, but you're kind of a dick. I know. I know I am. It's amazing. I hate it. I wish I were a better person, but I'm just... I'm not. I'm not a good person. And it sucks because, like, half the people I meet have a really good opinion of me, and half the people I meet really think I'm a dick. And that's just down to how much I think they are fuckable. It's amazing, really. It's amazing how psychology works. But yeah, where I was going with that story with that chick talking about games, I said, oh, I like FPS games. And she's like, what? What's that? I'm like, oh, you know, Doom. She's like, huh, what's Doom? What? You shitting with me? You having a laugh? Are you having a laugh, bitch? You don't know what Doom is? Come on. She's having a laugh, surely. Don't know what Doom is. Like, where do you go from there? When someone asks you what an FPS is, what do you say? You don't say, like, Kingpin, Life of Crime, do you? You say Doom. You should say JRPGs. Yeah, she already knew, like, I liked Pokemon and Final Fantasy. She already knew that. So I was trying to, like, expand just to sort of see where we were going with this kind of friendship, where we were going with this relationship. And, yeah, she didn't know what FPS were, so that was basically us done. Like, I still really like her and I get along with her well at work, but I ain't talking to her about games anymore. She also said she really likes watching streams. I'm like, huh, yeah, you would hate me then. It's great because, like, did I tell her about my YouTube channel? Yes, I did. I said, like, well, I stream games, you know. And this was a while ago, to be honest. This was when we were still doing, like, sporadic FF8 streams. So I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, like, I stream for the internet, you know, like it's no big deal. And she's like, oh my god, I want to watch. And I'm like, oh, no worries, I'll send you a link over Line, which is like the big messenger that everyone uses in this country. I'm like, I'll just message you the link. It'd be cool if you watched. I mean, she doesn't understand a word of English, but I mean, it'd be cool if she subbed to my channel. She's watching this right now, realizes you are a dick and that you find her fuckable. Well, to be honest, she can't understand what I'm saying, so it's not that much of a big deal. But yeah, like, I told her about the channel and that I'm streaming FF8, and she's like, oh, I want to watch. I'm like, okay, I'll send you the link online. And she's like, oh, at the moment we don't really have internet set up because we've just moved house. I'm like, yeah, okay, you don't actually want to watch. Alright, fine. Like that's code for I was just being nice. What if she has a friend that speaks English? Impossible. No one here speaks English. And I'm pretty sure the chick at work isn't going to get her English-speaking friend to watch 2.5 hours of a Serious Sam stream just to maybe hear if I talk about her or not. Stop making it even more awkward? Who? Some guy? Or, me? How am I being awkward? I'm being perfectly fine. And I mean, that's okay. Like, I'd seriously love to live in a world where I could legit just say, like, I find you fuckable. Like, I would love to live in a world where you could say that and get away with it. Like, just like, imagine, I know it's the old cliche, like, imagine if you could go back in time where, so that everything you do has no consequences. Like, I know that's a really trite line to spew out, but imagine no consequences. Like, and just imagine being able to go to, like, anyone. We're getting into, like, porno territory here, but imagine being able to go to anyone and just say, like, let's fuck. Like, hey, why don't we fuck? Like, imagine being able to say that to someone without any repercussion and just see how they would react. Like, obviously, if you do that now, you'd end up as a like sexual harassment. But I don't know. Like, it'd be an interesting social experiment, if nothing else. Like, just see what would happen if you actually said that to someone in real life. It's an interesting thing to think about. Imagine how many hits you'd get. Surely someone out there is thinking the same thing. This is something I was thinking about the other day. Is like, people masturbate. Like, I know it seems like a really obvious thing to say, but they do. But no one talks about it. It's weird. Isn't it? Isn't it weird that no one talks about masturbating? Isn't that weird? I don't know. I find it weird that no one talks about it. Like, everyone does it. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it. Like, the fuckable chick at work masturbates. Like, it's just something I was thinking about. And, like, I find it hard. This is another thing. This is another one of my horrible, like, psychological habits. Why would you talk about it? I don't know. I find it interesting. I find sex in general interesting to talk about, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I think that's, like, a basic human desire, is to talk about it. But, like, sex sells and all that. That's what they say, is they say that. Because it does. People like hearing about sex. But they don't like talking about masturbation, and that is interesting to me. That no one likes talking about it. And the funny thing is, it's treated much more normally in Japan. It's not taboo in Japan, which is funny. It's just, like, expected that everyone does it. Whereas, like, in a Western country, it's kind of like this dirty thing that you don't want to admit to. Or it's, like, played for laughs in a comedy movie or something. So, I was thinking about this, and I'm thinking, like... I'm thinking, and I realised that I'm such a horrible person, because, like, when someone mentions that they have a partner, like, just, like, an offhand comment, like, someone says, oh, my boyfriend, la-di-da-di-da, like, the first thing I think of, immediately, the first thing I think of is them fucking. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why. It's weird. It's like, if I think, I just sort of, like, automatically think everyone is single until someone says otherwise. But I always think, like, if someone's single, then obviously, like, they're not fucking. Like, I know it's stupid, because lots of people have lots of casual sex, but it's just something I don't think about. But then, as soon as someone says, like, they have a partner, boom, like, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about them fucking. And I don't hear anything else coming out of their mouths for a good 5 minutes, because I'm just thinking about it. Like, what does this person look like? What do their sexual episodes look like? And that's the sort of stuff I'm thinking about while they're talking to me. And I get, like, really disappointed like that. Is this still a Serious Sam stream? Yes, it is. Very much so. Very much so. But we're expanding into new horizons in being candid. I don't know. I like talking about this sort of stuff, because it's not what you usually talk about. I think if you talk about these things, it becomes, like, you know, normal. Like, imagine a world where you could freely talk about anything you liked. You could start stories. You could start stories like, so I was jerking off the other day, and then the cat jumped on me. Like, you know, you could say that, and that would be a funny story, but no one wants to say that, because it means they have to admit to jerking off, which everyone does. It's retarded. I don't get it. It's like hiding the fact that you brush your teeth. It's like you're not allowed to talk about brushing your teeth. It's weird. It's just like a bodily service. Like, it's cleaning. It's very, very strange that no one talks about it. And the best thing is that girls do it too. Like, really, girls do it too. It's amazing. No one thinks about it. No one talks about it. So I'm thinking, like, this fuckable chick at work, I mean, you know, she touches herself. When does she does it? What does she do? How does she do it? Like, is there anyone else around when she's doing it? What does she watch while she does it? It's very, very weird. It's a very strange situation. where we don't talk about these things. Well, what am I supposed to talk? What am I supposed to describe her as then? The nice young lady? Like, come on, come on. Haven't you ever watched a decent stand-up routine? AC girl. See, I don't think that properly describes how I feel about her. AC woman. She definitely doesn't come across as a woman. But then again, she doesn't really come across as a girl either. She's more a female. I don't know, like girl, woman, lady, lass, dame, like these words. Do people even use those anymore? Not really. What am I, 500 years late on those words? But, well, fuck. But does it offend you? Does it offend you? Saying fuckable offends you? Lots of people are fuckable. Lots and lots. That's the funny thing. Air conditioning female. I think he means Assassin's Creed. It offends you a little? That is interesting. Tell me more. I'm not trying to be sarcastic, like literally. Tell me why that offends you. I think it's interesting. You feel sad. Well, why? Talk to me about it, mate. They're just words. They're just words. Well, I am kind of hamming up for the stream, but yeah, I think she's a nice girl. She has a lot of things going for her. She's got a lot of things going for her, no doubt. No doubt, she's a very interesting person. But when you're on a stream, when you're on a video game stream, and you're just talking the shit with your friends, I don't know. It's just instead of talking a certain way like you would in real life, you talk on the internet. And these are the sorts of things we say on the internet, where we are unfiltered and able to express ourselves in whatever way we deem fit. And yeah, I just keep using that word because I don't feel like an internet stream is really the place to be describing her personality, because it's not relevant. It's not relevant. Being fuckable is also not relevant, I suppose, but I find it rather humorous, so I was using that word. Anonymity is both... I can't say that word for shit. Anonymity is both a gift and a curse. I suppose, yes, that's right. I would say I'm very much not anonymous, though. Like, I'm pretty open about everything. I guess the only thing that you wouldn't know about me is what I look like. Although, there is a video on my channel where I do appear in the videos, so you can go search them for that if you like. I am not trying to keep any secrets. I feel like secrets are for those who are scared of something, and I'm certainly not scared of anything. On the internet, I'm not scared. About people knowing where I live, what video with your face, I'm not going to tell you because that would make it too easy. I'd like to keep you in the dark, thinking and trying to find it. That would be a fun game. But I had a few more back in the day. I had a few more videos where I actually appear in them, but I deleted them all. Except for one, which is still on the channel, and you can probably find that in the 500 videos that I do have on here. And also, it is about 7 years old. The video itself, it wasn't uploaded 7 years ago, but it was recorded about 7 years ago, just before my high school graduation, so it is not a very good representation of what I look like now. But I do appear in that video. You know, when someone talks about someone, I want to know about people they spoke of, what they think, how they speak about some topic. It's kind of my bug. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's just like, I don't know, I'm just talking. And the reason I kept saying fuckable was because that's how I decide. That's how I decide my relationship with someone. So if someone is not fuckable, then I don't pursue a relationship with them. If you know what I mean. Oh my god, convulsion presented by CBN News. Is that still on the channel? I thought I deleted that shit. I thought I deleted it. That's even older than the video I was talking about. That video was that video uploaded in 2008? Yeah, that might be even older than the video I was talking about. Oh, fuck. I seriously, that was in 2008. Yeah, that's even older than the one I was thinking of. I can't believe that's still on the channel. I thought I deleted it. That is a terrible video. Still makes me laugh. But it's terrible. If you can if you can watch that video and pick which one I am, then you're doing pretty well. Keep it? Why? For what reason? For what reason should that video be kept? I can think of no reason. Oh, fuck. You're the one with talking about the tree in the field. Ah, yes, that would be me. How do you know? Oh, they introduced me with my name, don't they? I guess that kind of gives it away. I think the red-headed kid doing the news report, he actually addresses me by name in the video, which I was not very happy with in the finished product. Can you believe that was for a school assignment? Can you believe we actually handed that in as a school assignment? Can you believe that? Probably not. But yes, to be even more bizarre, that was actually for a psychology assignment. What that has to do with psychology, I do not fucking know. How much did you get? I think... Oh, fuck. 2008. 2008. Like, fuck if I could remember. But it wasn't good. I don't think we got very good marks for that. Which is probably appropriate. In fact, I can't believe that they actually let us use that. Oh, fucking hell, that's not fair. Yeah, I can't believe that they actually let us use that. It's retarded. But, yeah, it's great memories. And obviously I don't have the original of that video anymore, so I don't think anyone has. So my YouTube channel is the only thing keeping that video alive on planet Earth. As soon as that gets deleted, it's gone forever. And we actually made another video pre my YouTube channel, which was actually meant to be for a movie class, and that also featured me in a terrible acting role. But that was definitely a retarded video. But unfortunately, I lost the original of that, and it was before I had my YouTube channel. So it was maybe early 2007, maybe 2006, but I think it was early 2007. So yeah, that video got lost to the depths of time, which is unfortunate, because that was a very enjoyably bad video. And yeah, I can't... Oh, fuck. I honestly can't believe Convulsion still exists. So I guess it wouldn't hurt to say the other video then, since you already saw it. The other video is the concert video. The concert video, which is called... what is it called? Ebbinghaus... It's the Ebbinghaus video. I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically concert footage of a high school band performance, which is actually a great video if you watch that, because I think we performed pretty well, and we actually won. Like, the students had to vote on who they thought was the best band on the night. And there were about 12, like there was a fair few. And whoever won got a prize, which I can't remember what the prize was. It might have been like everyone in the band gets like $20. But I'm pretty sure we finished the night in number 1 with the most votes, and the fucking thing was rigged and we were disqualified. And the reason we were disqualified was because our singer swore during the song. It was the Tool song Sober, and ironically he was not sober at the time. And yeah, even though we said before the performance 100 times, do not drop an F-bomb in the middle of the fucking song. We said that to him several times, and he did it anyway. I don't know if he was just feeling the moment or whatever, but yeah, he did that. And then for the rest of the video, you can see the school principal come up to the stage and try and shut us down, which was probably the most punk thing that ever happened in my life. And yeah, we got the most votes and were disqualified, which was a bunch of shit, honestly. But that was a fun night, some good memories from that. And the video still endures because we got a copy of it on CD. And I burnt that CD to my computer and ripped the file and uploaded it to YouTube. So it's there for everyone to watch. Snow Shark, the recut. I really miss doing recut videos. I've tried to do recut videos since then. I think the most recent one was the Mummy Returns one. That was maybe a year ago, maybe a bit longer. But I really enjoy recut videos. That is probably the most fun I've ever had on my channel. And if you look at that video with what is it? What am I talking about? The recuts. I forget where I was going with that. I had a whole train of thought that I was on there that I've forgotten. What was that video with band again? I can't remember. I think it's like Ebbinghaus Live or something. Oh yeah, with the recut videos, Titanic 2, the recut, has a fuckload of views, and Titanic 2, the recut, is actually bringing in about like 5,000 views a month. Like, it is big, and I don't even know why. I don't know why so many people are watching Titanic 2, the recut, but they are. Lots and lots of people are watching it, which is great, but the unfortunate thing is that they don't actually subscribe. No one wants to watch more of my videos after seeing Titanic 2, the recut, which I don't feel like that's really my fault. I feel like that's probably the production crew behind Titanic 2. It's probably their fault that people won't continue to watch my videos. But I really enjoy the recuts. I think I nailed most of them. I think there's some really good jokes and a lot of creativity. It's probably some of the most creative that I've managed to make on this channel. I did so many of them though, and a few of them got taken down. A few of them got taken down for copyright, which I was really pissed about because they were really funny. I think I had Hollow Man 2, which was really funny. That got taken down. and also 6 Bullets, which was a retarded action movie starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. That also got taken down, even though that was really funny as well. I think there was another one, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, that was really disappointing. But the videos they let me keep, for whatever reason, were Snow Shark, Titanic 2, The Mummy Returns, and I think there's one more recut video that is also on the channel, but I can't remember what it was. Speed 2. Speed 2 is the other movie. But I think I nailed those videos. I think they're pretty funny. It's a very... Oh, Daredevil. I also did the Daredevil movie, but I could never finish it. No, The Mummy. Mommy, not Mommy, Mummy. Yeah, I never got to finish Daredevil because I got stuck. And that's like when I do... Oh, fucking Mindhunters. That's another... And ATM. Yes, I remember now. I did those videos as well. If you go through the recut playlist, there's some really, really great funny things in there. And there's some of my favorites. That joke killer guy. Yeah, when you say joke killer guy, that reminds me of Mindhunters. It might be that you're thinking of, but yeah, there's a few in that playlist which are really, really funny. My favorite is probably Mindhunters is very funny. But it's probably not the best. The thing with Mummy Returns is I tried to make it like the whole joke was that bitch saying I recently quit smoking over and over. Like that was the running gag with that video, and that only makes sense if you watch Mindhunters first, because by some off miracle, that chick who is in Mindhunters was also in The Mummy Returns, and she hasn't been in anything else. She's only in those 2 movies, and I did recuts of both of them, and she's really terrible at acting. And in Mindhunters, everyone on the like serial killer investigation squad has a really cliched and retarded characteristic, and hers is that I recently quit smoking, and she says it like that in just like this really retarded voice, and I love it. And I used that and replaced all of her lines of dialogue in The Mummy Returns with that line. And it's not funny at the start, but the more you hear it, it gradually gets funnier. Because I slowed it down and sped it up and, you know, all those sorts of tricks to make it fit into lines where it probably shouldn't. But I got that video working really well, I think. But the problem is, the punchline is dependent on watching the Mindhunters video. Which obviously, if you go to the Mummy Returns straight away, obviously you don't get the joke and it's not very funny. But yeah, that is, I really do love those recut videos. They still make me laugh. Like, I don't know if they make anyone else laugh, because I feel like I use my own, like, I used my own sense of humor on them. Like, I made jokes that I found funny rather than jokes that someone else would find funny. So you end up with this esoteric crap where it's just a bunch of in-jokes. I'm pretty sure I made, like, a few in-jokes about my own editing process and, like, stuff like that. Like, there was a particular moment... I think it might have been Mindhunters. If you watch these videos, then you'll know what I mean, but... I think there's, like, this joke... One of these jokes in Mindhunters where the guy says, like, defend yourself, and, kicks the guy over in the wheelchair. I'm laughing just thinking about it, but I don't think that joke really made any sense. And I'm still... Like, the joke is, like, he says that because the guy's in a wheelchair and he can't possibly defend himself, so it's funny because of that. But, I don't know, there's just a lot of jokes that rely on you knowing what I'm thinking when I make the joke, so it doesn't really work very well on another person's level. But when I watch those fucking recut videos back, when I watch those, I find them hysterically funny. But, what is that emoticon? Is that a sleeping guy? I don't know. I'm about to end the stream soon anyway, so we're just talking shit now until we get to a point where I can possibly, like, when I start the next Serious Sam stream, we can possibly finish the game in the one sitting. But, I don't know. Yeah, so... There's a lot of jokes in those recut videos that probably don't make sense to anyone who isn't me, but talk more. Oh, okay. Disappointed? Why is it disappointed? Was it not funny? I'm sorry if it wasn't funny. Like I said, I don't think they really work for other people, but I find them hysterically funny. Except for the ATM, the recut. Oh, the wheelchair thing. That is a very funny joke, though. I really love that joke. And the absolute, like, the way the comedy works is that I repeat a lot of the lines in different situations. Like that, defend yourself, that line. When I think about it, I laugh, because that's exactly the way the guy delivers the line, and it's so fucking stupid. But the first time I use that joke is when he grabs the guy from behind while he's sitting in a chair, and his head falls off, and it's funny. It's a very funny joke. But you take a line of dialogue out of context. And I put a lot of effort into those videos as well. Like, the amount of fucking times I had to watch Mindhunters to get all of the jokes timed properly, and to get all of the lines of dialogue that I wanted to use. Dark humor, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And the great thing about the wheelchair scene is, like... if you take the joke out of context, it's even funnier, because in context, the guy kicking over the guy in the wheelchair, he thinks the guy in the wheelchair is the guy that's been killing everyone. He thinks the guy in the wheelchair is the serial killer. So, in context, it makes sense for him to kick him over and be really pissed off. But out of context, when you put it in the recut, it makes it seem like he's just kicking a cripple over and yelling at him to defend himself, which is really funny, and it makes me laugh just thinking about it. Like, when you take that scene out of context, which is the point of the recut, that's what the recut means. Is you recut the movie so that all of the scenes and the dialogue are out of context, and that makes it funny. But yeah, it's so great. I really love those videos. Except ATM. I think ATM, the recut, I really fucked up. I don't think that turned out very well. Like, the way I tried to frame... The way I tried to frame ATM was like... The basic... If you've never seen it, it's a really stupid movie, and I wouldn't bother seeing it, and I'd be surprised if you had seen it, but basically these three office workers get trapped inside an ATM booth in the middle of the night, and there's like a guy stalking them outside, and he's trying to force them out because it can only be opened from the inside or something, and he's trying to force them out so that he can then kill them, is like the basic story. And it's so fucking bad. It's a really bad movie, but the recut didn't work because I tried to frame it like it's just these three people who are panicking in an ATM for no reason. Because I cut out all the scenes where they show the killer. There's lots and lots of establishing shots of the killer outside the ATM booth, and I cut all of those out so that it just looks like three people fucking around in an ATM booth, like vandalizing it and like wrecking anyone who comes inside. Like, for some reason, like I thought taking that out of context, taking the context that they were trapped in there with a serial killer out, and just putting in what looks like them being real assholes inside an ATM booth, like, I thought that would be funny, but it didn't end up being very funny, and I'm really pissed that it didn't turn out very well. Especially when I had something like... I had a video like Hollow Man 2 just sitting there that got done for copyright, because that was a really funny video. I really liked that video. 6 Bullets was kind of shit. I'm not worried that that was cut from YouTube, but fucking that Hollow Man 2 video was hilarious. ATM sounds amazing. It really isn't. It's a fucking stupid movie. I really like that Mindhunters video though. That's probably my crowning achievement. I don't know why so many people watch Titanic 2 though. Like, I've watched back Titanic 2 a few times, and there's some good jokes in there. And the funny thing is that the captain in Titanic 2 was actually the amazing voice of Wesker in Resi 5. That really hammy, fucking stupid voice was done by the captain in Titanic 2. So hearing his voice makes me laugh, because I always think of Wesker. So there's this one scene in the Titanic 2 video where the guy talking to the captain in that scene, and he's saying like, Sir, 21 degrees, sir, where are we going, sir? Like, he just, like, the joke is he just says sir all the time. And I like cut it so that his fucking every line of dialogue ended with him saying sir, and I think it's a really good joke, and I think it looks funny when it's delivered. But like, there's not a lot. There's not a lot of funny jokes in Titanic 2. Who's the serial killer? If I try and remember, the serial killer was that really boring guy that didn't look like he belonged. Like, he was the one that was really forgettable. He was like the main chick's love interest. He was the serial killer for a really, really retarded reason that I don't remember. And then there's that great scene at the end where she shoots him through the mouth. Like, he pops up out of the water, and he takes in a breath of air because he was holding his breath, and then she shoots him through the mouth. And then LL Cool J says, I guess we know what his weakness was. Bullets. And that's meant to be some sort of like one-liner. I don't know. It's fucking retarded. But yeah, I don't know if you've seen those videos or if you plan on seeing them. I don't know if they're funny or if you've seen the movies or not, because obviously, because I made the videos, I had no choice but to watch them several times. So they're not very funny to me anymore. Though Mindhunters does still make me laugh, so I do think I nailed that one. But like, videos like Snow Shark aren't really that great. Just because I had to watch them for like hours on end to get the right jokes and get the editing down and everything, and that just, like, it burnt me out so much. I could never watch Snow Shark again. The amount of fucking times I watched that video to get those fucking jokes right. But the other thing is, what's so hard about doing the recut videos is you've got to cut it down to about 10 minutes of time. You've got to make every single scene funny, and you've got to get the continuity so that the story makes sense. It's incredibly hard to do. I think that's one of the reasons why Daredevil never got finished, was because I couldn't get that right balance between, like, scene continuity and jokes. Yeah, by all means, talk on Skype, dude. No worries. Oh, that's fucking shit. It'd be great if you watch those videos, though. I think they're really great. And it's a shame they don't have more views, because I think they're really funny, but what are you gonna do? But anyway, I think this is where we're going to have to end the stream for today. I've streamed for 3.5 hours. It is currently 3:42 in the morning, and I have work in about 10 hours, so I've got to go to bed. Great. Anyway, thanks for you two for stopping by. I've got a pretty sore throat from all the talking I've been doing. And thanks to Eviscerator as well. He showed up for a while, which was good. But for right now, I think we're done for today. So, yeah, thanks again. Try not to be offended by anything I said during this stream. I hope you have a good day. We will meet again. I look forward to it, no doubt.